The victims, who are over 400 in number, received food, spray pumps, clothing, and other relief materials. Okinlua Afuye assured them that the state government would not relent in promptly addressing emergency issues in the state. According to her, the items were basic needs that will go a long way at meeting the immediate needs of the victims.
I'm glad to inform you all that our amiable governor, Mr. Govt, is committed to elevating the sovereignty of the people since he assumed office through the fulfillment of his promises to run a responsive and responsible government to all residents of the state. This is demonstrated by his usual prompt response to the requests from victims of natural and man-made disaster across the state. It is worthy of note that recently the sum of 50 million was distributed to victims of fire disaster between September 2023 and March 2024.
The Deputy Governor saluted the federal government through the National Emergency Management Agency for making some of the materials available with an assurance of more collaboration.
On behalf of the People's Governor, I want to sincerely appreciate the kind gesture of the federal government through the National Emergency Management Agency for the constant intervention and release of relief material to cushion the effects of this natural and man-made disaster in the state, part of which are contributed to the victims of Rainstorm disaster today.
The General Manager, State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Oludare Ashaolu, thanked Governor Biodun Yebanji for providing the needed support for the agency. He called on beneficiaries to make the best use of the materials.
This set of beneficiaries will soon beam with smiles on their faces in line with the shared prosperity vision of our dear Governor. Once again, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor and Her Excellency for the prompt attentions being received by the agency, which assisted us in the processing and the subsequent approvals gotten with dispatch from His Excellency, which culminated in swift responses to emergencies in Ekiti State.
The Director General of NEMA, Mrs. Zubaida Umar, represented by a director in the agency, Mrs. Folusho Adetimehin, said that the relief materials were not compensation for their losses, but an indication that the federal government was interested in the well-being of the affected people. Some of the beneficiaries thanked the government for the gesture.
He gave them food, at least to cushion the effect of the disaster, their problem in their houses. I think this is very unique.
We are so grateful to our federal government through our governor for what they did for us.
They promised to make the best use of the items. Adedayo Adile reporting.